Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and respect to the brothers that are out there teaching in the byways and the highways. I phrased that wrong. I give respect to all of y'all. So, once again, I just want to get into a couple of scriptures. I saw this video and one of the brothers, Instagram, and I just thought the Spirit hit me to get into it. But before I play this video, I just want to start with Revelations 13, chapter 16. Revelations 13:16 says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast for the number, or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of them of the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So let's get into this, talking about this RFID chip that is becoming cool. It's becoming a future, like modernizing people now, and they're getting it. But I'll show you what's going on here. The video says, "The day I got chipped."
All right, get everything opened up here, and then we'll start the procedure.
And for the record, in terms of a pain scale, if you can compare it to something,
Probably more like a bee sting.
The latest office innovation is a microchip implanted in the skin.
This is the first American company to ever try this.
So what are they tracking, and would you say yes if your boss asked you to do the same?
So if my employer wanted to microchip me as if I was their puppy, I would have a huge problem with it, and I would probably quit.
You could argue that the government is tracking you everywhere you go, but they are already with your phones.
Yeah, it just seems a bit permanent. If you already have an Apple Watch you're wearing around, at least you can take that off at some point. Not something I would do.
I think it's a great idea, and I think it would make it all a lot easier. I just think that you have to back it up with maybe some doctors saying it's good for your health. And
hey, man, that's what the scripture says. Women are a weaker vessel, man. Everybody's skeptical, but when she comes in, she want to talk about. See, the other woman, she's wise. She's like unlike the other one, but this one was clearly, she's a weaker vessel. The only way that's standing between, she would get it as long as a man, doctors come and tell her, oh, it's healthy for you. I have a doctor, yada, 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 bullshit. And then she would just accept it.
All a lot easier. I just think that you have to back it up with maybe some doctors saying it's good for your health, and then I think I would do it.
3 Square Market is a company working on one of the biotech advances at the forefront, implantable RFID, or radio frequency ID microchips. The tech has been around for decades, used to track pets, packages, and livestock, but now the Wisconsin-based company is trying to make the implants mainstream. Even with all the risks and unknowns associated with this technology, I was really curious what it'd be like to have an implant. So I traveled to Wisconsin to get chipped, thinking, what's the worst that could happen? The chip is coming out at the end of the day. And the RFID chip is already inside there.
Yes.
And it's a little bit larger than a grain of rice.
Correct.
Jasmine rice, I think.
Basmati.
That's Indy Whitehead, better known as Gonzo. He's a local body piercer with 17 years of experience who was brought in to implant the microchips. I was slightly nervous about having the microchip inserted inside my body, given the size of the needle, and also nervous about what it could potentially mean for me, but here we go.
Why don't you take a nice big deep breath in, and exhale really slow.
In there.
It's in there. Pretty quick and easy.
I feel like a cyborg.
Here you go, you're a proud member. You got no idea. Look, I got chipped. Told you. before this shit get mandatory, bro, it's gonna be something as cool as this. Just like, oh, I'm not homophobic, you know, all that. Now everybody's cool with that shit. This is exactly how it's gonna come out. And now, just like, yo, it's crazy, bro. Just like it, everything is set up, bro, to the end. So nothing new under the sun. Just like homosexuality. Now, when a pastor refuses to marry them, they get thrown in jail. Look at this. I got chipped. Yo, this is serious. I know that everybody's GMS are talking about it, but this is very serious. We'll keep talking about it because it's serious. This is your own destruction right now. You just It seems like we're singing the same song, but it's serious. It's serious. The discipline to not get it. That's why you need to follow the commandments. It'll prepare you for this shit. It'll prepare you, man. This is war. And you can't go to war with you're not gonna fare well in the war, in warfare without going to boot camp. And that's what the scripture is gonna do. We're seeing the same. Hey, we go to have some scriptures saved. We go to Ezekiel chapter 2. We can start off at Ezekiel. Right. And thou shalt speak my word unto them, whether they will hear, nor whether they will forbear. For they are most rebellious. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious, like that rebellious house. Open, talking about Israel, open thy mouth, and eat what I give thee. Receive this word, this wisdom, this knowledge. And when I looked, and behold, a hand was set unto me, and lo, a roll of book was therein. And he spread it out before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. That is our purpose. We're not here to promise you. We're not that you be great. We're not here to that God is good, that this year will be your year. No, that's not what we're talking about. This is not it. This is not promises. This is not to make you happy. This is not to give you the butterfly feeling in your stomach. Nah, this is not it. This is serious. Lamentations and mourning and woe. This is serious. The day of the Lord is not light. It's darkness. This is serious. This is very serious. We can also go to this is serious. Psalms chapter 37. Okay. It's like it, man. I'm breaking the train of thought right here, but 37. Right, 37, Psalms 37, verse 30 says, the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. Let's get back into it. This is serious. Again, this is serious. This is very serious. This is the temptation. This is the temptation. This is serious.
Just like that, I was part of a small group of people on Earth pushing the boundaries of what it means to be human. And within minutes, I was meeting with their tech team to get my chip programmed. I guess what you're saying, to sort of put it in layman's terms, if I wouldn't need to take this out until we live in that futuristic world where everything's wireless, cash is gone, autonomous vehicles take us everywhere, and I'm just beeping my way through my day.
Really, probably you'd never have to take it out, and this is what we think is going to propel us into that next stage in life, the cashless society like they're doing overseas already. This would facilitate that because you wouldn't need to carry any cards or cash. everything would literally be stored on the chip.
There is no GPS tracker in the chip, which was really
that's
good
its
to know.
entire purpose for
And
me.
the applications
That's its
for it were-
entire, like, you're so eager to get it. That's it. You don't have to carry money, or you don't have to carry a wallet on you. You're destroying your soul because you don't want to carry a wallet on you. That is the dumbest shit ever, man.
Actually pretty sweet. I could now open doors, fire off texts, forget all of my passwords, and even make credit card payments. I started to wonder, is it worth getting this thing removed?
And what I'll do is I'll set yours up so that I can make a phone call off of it right now.
Success. Stuck in this internal debate about whether to keep the chip, I thought I'd talk to some employees to get their take. One who has the chip and another who opted out.
You know, I wasn't opposed to it, but they had so many people that wanted the chip that I felt I would just wait for a few months and see how everybody reacted to it. If anybody got sick from it, anybody got infections, any of that stuff. And it's everybody that has gotten one has been just doing just fine on it.
You got chipped on your very first day. I guess the number one question I have is why? Why did you feel you had to do it besides seeing everyone else?
So I found out through social media that the company that I was moving from Colorado to come to Wisconsin to work was optionally microchipping their employees. It sounds really futuristic and bizarre. And at first I wasn't going to do it.
And how much information did you have? Did you know that you could open doors? Sure, but how much information do you have about the chip in general?
All the questions that the news were asking, all the questions the employees were asking, all the right questions, the nitty-gritty questions were there. So I knew what it was made of, I knew what it could do, what it could do in the future. I was well educated before getting a microchip in my hand.
They offered to take it out at the end of the day, and I was like, absolutely don't want this thing in my body longer than it needs to be. And I'm kind of having second thoughts. I think it might be fun to play around with it some more. I don't know, I'm having some thoughts, some inner conflicts about whether to keep it in or take it out. Upon application, there's a risk of infection, but beyond that, are there any downsides to having an RFID chip implanted anywhere in your body?
This is an approved device. There's been nothing that has come out since 2004 that has done anything to change the FDA's stance on it.
Where's the smoothest
for one
butter,
thing,
man?
I'm not sure it's been conclusive whether or not these are safe for the human body. I know the FDA approved them years and years ago, but I think long term is sort of when we find these things out.
That's Michelle Demoy. She researches how new technology could impact personal privacy. Along with health complications, I was also concerned about the security of the chip itself. Just how safe was my personal information on the chip? And was it safer there in my hand than in my wallet or phone?
What ends up happening in a lot of situations with technology, and you can even...
I need just... Revelations chapter 14, verse 11. And the smoke of their torment